Welcome, you're with Live for Love TV. I'd love you to love, share and subscribe. But since there's no love button, you can use a like for now. Take care. Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the 13th day, the 3rd month, the 22nd year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today I thought I'd talk, I did a video, as you remember, about the reggae dancehall sound system culture. Very short video I did about the UK coming up in the late 70s and 80s, listening to it. We came to a point by the end of the 80s and 90s where the reggae dancehall clash, that's well known in the Jamaican environment, came to the UK and then went right around the world. Now, when it came to England, I think they had, if I'm right, either the first or the second World Cup clash in the 90s, and I was there. I can't remember if it's the first or second. Bodyguard was there. I'm trying to remember the sounds that were on it, but it was a big sound system dance. I think Coxon may have been on it. It was in North London somewhere. I think in Edmonton. My memory is not as good as it could be, but I remember the clash. And I'll tell you something, it was massive. The amount of people that turned up at that clash, I don't know if that stole the record or if some other clashes came later on that were more populated than that one. But that one, to me, what I remember was massive. It was a kind of warehouse that we were in. Very, very big place. But anyway, the reason why I'm talking about dancehall clashes, I'm not really an expert on the dancehall clash. I'm a patron like anybody else. I played music, but I'm a patron like anybody else. I go and I listen, love the music and watch the sounds and see how they perform. But just like anybody else, I've got my view and my opinion. I don't care if you've got a sound. I don't care if you're a radio DJ. I don't care if you're a sound promoter. I don't care what your position is. Your view, to me, is no more valid than my view or than any other patron's view. Because sometimes when you put money into something, your biasness comes out. Now, the sound system clashes have slowly but surely died away. Every now and again you hear about a sound clash, but there's the gap between them, and then just some of them are just some, I'd call some little small clashes. But the gaps between the clashes that come up are so ridiculous. It's worse than a heavyweight fighter. So, you know, you might not even hear one a year if you're lucky, sometimes one every 2 years, some of these big sounds. So I don't know what kind of environment they're using now for the clashes. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because the question is always raised as what has killed the clash, reggae dancehall clash, which was so popular and became so humongous at one point. Some people say it's the aggressiveness on the mic and the talking about people's mothers and families and disrespecting one another. And I think that plays a part in it. In fact, quite a big part in it. But from my observation, I wouldn't say that was it. I would say what's creeped into the dancehall environment is what's always been there. This ability, this love of money, this gravitacious view towards money. And I've seen it in all its forms, and I've made videos about it all the time. I don't know what it is about some people and money. When a promoter comes in and decides that I'm going to put on a dance, he's the one who starts everything. Before the sound comes, before anything's strung up the venue, a promoter says in his mind, I'm going to take some money out of my pocket and I'm going to put on a dance. Now he's there to exploit a situation because people want this. It's a supply and demand, and he needs to put it on. And if he's a sensible person that he wants it to last, he's putting it on to make money. Yes, he's putting it on because he loves that. Yes, he's putting it on because it's an entertainment field and he knows people want it. But there is an element that he needs to make money. And the more money he makes is the more chance he's going to continue to come back and make more dances. But it seems like that old red-eye behavior, that people seem to think that a promoter is not supposed to make any money. He's supposed to put on a dance. Everyone's supposed to be happy. Sound man's supposed to make money. The venue should make money. Everybody, you know, the people outside who are selling chicken on the pan, they want to be outside there making money. But somehow the promoter that shouldn't make money. And this is an ugly truth that is not, you know, exclusive to the Jamaican dancehall field. I've seen this in Africa. I've seen it at its root, at its genesis. I've seen groups and communities of people watching people doing business, and all they're interested in is how much the promoter is making, as if he's not really supposed to make a profit. He's supposed to do everything and then just say, yes, I got £1 on top, so I'm okay, I'm going to do it again. This is basic insanity, and it's not just because of the vulgarness on the dance hall or anything. It's about the fact that everybody wants to make too much money. People start to up their prices. The sound system want a certain amount of money from the promoter. They don't look and say, well, I wonder how much the promoter's actually making, and let me make my price reasonable so I can get in the dance. He can do well. He can make. I can make. And then next time he puts on a dance, if I do a good show, he'll invite me again. They want to make a killing. A lot of these sound systems want to make a killing from day one, and that killing is killing the promoter's pocket. That's where the killing is really done. And so this is what, as more than anything else, really destroyed the dancehall culture. But it's not exclusive to the dancehall. I'd say it's more exclusive to the community that we are, because we don't understand how money is made. People will go into shops constantly, like in the UK. They'll see a mango and they'll say, oh, the mango, how much is that mango? Oh, they want three or two mangoes for £6. And you hear a man start to get angry and say, boy, when we do a yard, then the mango are cheap. And I'm thinking, you're not in yard. Somebody has to bring that mango over, has to be picked, has to go through more than one hand. Everybody whose hand it goes through, right from the shipping company to everybody, has to make a profit on it in order for them to do it, in order for you to get it to the shop that you're actually going to buy it from. That's how the thing works, and that's why it costs so much. That's called exploitation. That's how you exploit markets. You can't get oranges in the UK. They do not grow in the UK. So you have to get them from countries where they grow. That's where everybody makes their little profit, and everyone hands it on to the next person until the final end seller. The end seller you see in the high street that's selling you the orange for that money, he's had to pay along the line to get the orange to his shop. So it is with any business you do. So when you see promoters making money, you shouldn't be jealous of them. And if you say they're making too much money, I don't know what that means, because when you're in a business, you're in it to make as much money as you can. The question is, are the tickets prices too high? And if they were too high, nobody would buy them. That's the way you know when ticket prices are high and over the price. They're too overexploited. When they're too high, people don't buy them. When people buy them, they're obviously not too high. People may complain they don't want to spend £60 on a ticket, £50 on a ticket, $80 on a ticket. It doesn't matter what you complain about. If they're buying the tickets, the ticket price is not too high. The way to know a ticket price is too high is when nobody buys it or very few people buy it. Then you know the promoter has made a big mistake, and that's where he will adjust himself. But reggae dancehall clash suffers from the same thing that a lot of things happen. Just like in the days of reggae, Studio One. People say, well, we used to come to Studio One and make tune, and all we get is bus-fare, or sometimes all we get is a food, all we get a... Remember, there's a thing called promotion. If I'm promoting a dance, and I've got 3 big sounds that are charging me big money, and I can just about make a profit, if you come to me as a 4th sound, and you're not really a big sound, but you want to get on there, I'm going to try and promote you, but I can't pay you. I might be able to just give you a bus fare and say, listen, come to the dance. If you want to play, use it as an opportunity to play against the big sounds and build your name, and somebody else will pay you, or I'll pay you, or whatever, down the line. That's how the thing works. Take it as a promotion. If you're good enough, you can do this and you will start to grow. Everybody who's ever become anybody has had to sell themselves very cheap in their business that they're in, whether it's an actor, a baseball player, whatever, very cheap until they can demand the price they're worth, and they get to that price by being excellent at their trade, not just because they put a record on a turntable or because they put some money into a sound system. They have to learn their trade. So this thing about everybody wanting this amount of money, this is what's killed off the dancehall. Nothing more than this has actually killed the dancehall. The greediness of people. And I say it goes back not to dancehall, but to so many things in the community where everybody wants to know, how much did you pay for that thing you're selling me? Most people don't ask Walmart owners or anybody who owns any Tesco's or any big supermarket or shop, how much do people pay, or Nike, how much do they pay before you go and pay £150 for their sneakers? Nobody cares about that. But when a person looks like me, and maybe like you, people want to know how much you paid before they want to pay. Because they really don't want you to get money. They really don't want you to make it. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to make money. And this is why the thing crashes. And this is why so many things that we're involved in comes to a sticky end, because the red-eyedness, the bad-mindedness. So sometimes it's good. This is why I'm trying to say to people, when you see Japanese sounds taking over the business, European producers coming into reggae music and taking over the business, they understand business. And they don't put red eye or bad mind to it. They just get involved, find a way to make it make money, and they keep the thing going. Often with us, we're worrying about how much did you pay that guy before he wants to get on my rhythm. Now he wants to know how much is the next artist, did I pay the next artist on the rhythm? What's it got to do with you? I pay every artist I'll pay that comes on my rhythm what I decide to pay him. And the fact that you want to know how much I paid that artist tells me that you're a bad-minded person. Deal with yourself, deal with your own price and your own worth. Don't look at anybody else's. And that goes for all of us when we come into a business situation. Look at it like that and you won't have anything to worry about. Take care. See you soon. Live for Love TV.
People, one step more, one step more, one step more, one step more, until you reach your goals. One step more. This is Live for Love.